successful series wins on the season, and 4 of them come off the back of finding success in map number 1. So on a map like Scar, where Falcons are trying to add this into their map pool so they can have basically every single hardpoint available whenever they decide to play it, this is one that Surge 5-6 reps they have throughout this stage that they need to take.
Agreed. I think it really is, especially looking at their record in Search and Destroy and Overload, especially the long losing streak they have in Overload. You have to win at least one of the hard points, if not both, if you want to get out of a series, especially against the top teams that are out there. And so far for Vancouver, not a terrible time through the first hill, moving over towards 2. They do have the numbers in Capsidal, trying to hold off the Riyadh reinforcements, and it's good. It's able to find Cell, which the even better has a chance at Pred, but
you know exactly where he is. He's still managing to be alive. Just all of his teammates now drop like flies, so Pred got to get more involved into the play because Vancouver is still holding.
Well, here's the Bulldog trying to follow up after his incredible series earlier this weekend. Nate Cook, he's being challenged out from Jen Spot. How about it? Gwyn doesn't just get the one, he gets a second behind that. Pred trying to keep him down and covered, but Gwyn pops up after the regen and takes it. And that's now 3 in a row for him in Vancouver the whole time through P2. Really don't give Riyadh any time at all, and they're over to 3 early. Really strong start here from the Surge.
Yeah, they have 3 players in the vicinity that they want them to be, but Pred behind enemy lines is breaking them down. He finds a double. Now your team is able to fill the gaps over at plane heady, instantly jumping towards the P3, and you have Surge now trapped towards the backside of green.
Yeah, Pred just trying to hold the front line. He does get his day 4 here for Vancouver.
Yeah, good break there for Surge to keep himself into the mix, because you know how impactful it could be if you're consistently spawning on the backside of green once that P4 spawns up. But you're still trying to contest around mid-map. Falcons aren't willing to give up this side of the map for free. You still got Pred hitting these pinch routes, and everybody else is trading out galore on the backside of that hard point. But it's still a 20-point lead. Falcons stabilize on the map until one player does get a spawn. So Lunars, you got a big opportunity here.
Yeah, it looks like Pred is going to get a read, but there are 2 players that are here now. Good cutoff from Exnid to make sure the rest of the Surge are held away from this spawn position, but it is still being blocked. TJ, last one left, able to find one from inside the hard point. Help on the way, but it's far away. And Exnid, getting to 6 in a row, has done more than enough here. And TJ, the rest of Vancouver are on the way back, but Riyadh are trying to threaten. We'll see how the Surge handle this moment as we go to Vancouver. Listen in.
Small place. One shot hill. What did he have me? Top green. Down first hill. You care. One shot, please. They flew me in the back. One shot, Tom. We're flipping. We're spawning in the back. Right here. Top lane. Clear light. One shot. Right here. Spawn him in. I'm getting shot.
Cell was deep. He was like low red.
Yo, he's top red hill. Just cut it. Top red hill.
Low plane, bro. Just finessing.
I'm good.
Low plane.
Nice. Cell was out left.
Send up.
Very low.
Right here.
Jump out red. I went top green. I'll flick top green.
Need it back right. I hear you.
I'm blocking.
Nice job.
Yo,
Drop the tongue. Dead. Need it back right. Here, use nade.
I have left.
Top green cell. Andy, cut the left. Make sure we cut the left.
I have left. Can't go left. I'm really weak. They're all banging ult. I don't see nobody.
Three.
Top green cell weak.
Someone get new.
Yeah,
I'll get them. Ran up, cut. I hear you. One up. Nice.
Three. That's where.
I got heal.
Yo, kill me. Red. I'll shot.
Good Chop. Be cut. 2 of them. 2 be cut. I hear you. One be cut. Yo, cut him right.
Yo, one's be cut.
Okay.
That's
One shot time. I'm hitting right. Here, I need time.
On me right, Exnid. He's hitting right wall.
I hear you. Up for that. Nice.
Dexter on the right.
I hear you. I'm playing you.
He backed up. He cut. I need help. He cut.
You want shop?
I need help on new way.
2 shots. I'm on new.
Top double. I'm one shot here.
Well, the small talk moment's definitely present for Vancouver. With a little bit of energy, you'll love to hear it, but Exnid is just, I'm telling you, hitting a little different right now. 21 and 12 back to level.
Yeah, they definitely have, but a clean 4 dead off the rotation gives Surge a breath of fresh air, knowing that they know exactly where the pressure is going to come on in. So you just got to set up the crossfires and find the opening kill, but the team shot's good enough to eliminate Lunas from the top side of red. Capsidal trying to make up for it on the pinch, and now you turn it into a 2v2. Last man standing on point.
And an opportunity to try to get Kisvitter on the back, but their pinch will be picked up, forcing the Falcons to have to break from the front, which they are successful in doing. Gwyn going to try to scout things out. Split hit here for Vancouver. Big first from Gwyn. Cap's putting pressure on the pinch. She's able to find another, so that will clear out the hard point. And most importantly, with 15 on the clock, Jay, look at the quick rotation that Vancouver now have available to them with Riyadh spawning backside blue.
Yeah, they're still contesting this old
mid-map. the congestion point for Riyadh, trying to get a read where Vancouver are, but that means you're shorthanded in the hard point itself. That is maybe a little bit too easy right there, Jay. 5 for Celium, but it's a consolation prize as Vancouver walk back in for the counter break.
Yeah, there was only one player from the Falcons at the plane heady. 2 players were trying to hold down mid-cut, and all it took was one guy from Surge to say, screw this, I'm just going to attack from the front. And that leads to the break there. Definitely a misplay from the Falcons. Surge are trying to capitalize on it, but they have yet to flip those spawns. Even with all the chaos, Falcons win the rotation over towards P4. Only going to be down by 30, have a chance to make up for it. Just got to block the spawns, but here comes Capsidal with another chance.
It's another copy pasta of what we had seen from before. At the exact same moment on the back side of this hill. So now the back, they don't anticipate that Kismet has rechallenged his position though, so now he's on 5. Trying to get to streaks, but no, Capsidal shuts him down. Celium taking the position over towards top green, and we're gonna get a blockage of the spawns. Conga line making its way through the middle of the map as the hard point still heavily fought for.
Yeah, there's only one player on the back behind enemy lines in Surge. It's gonna be TJ, but he stays alive. Now your teammate spawns right next to you in Gwyn, so Vancouver have an opportunity to take the lead right on back. Final 15 gonna go their way, and now if you are the Falcons, you are looking for a lockdown setup. Your first opportunity at a lockdown setup at P1, but the opening kill already goes to Gwyn.
Yep, and TJ is, I think, calmed out Celium's position. Easier said than traded though, as Cell's able to get 2. Lunars, like you call for, making your route happen over towards blue, trying to move the spawns around a touch, but he is the only Surge player still alive. And Exnid form around the hill, but Kismet will find it from inside the hard point. So now you've got a tie game, 198-198. The fight for spawns starting to kind of fade a little bit as we take our focus over towards 2.
Yeah, Falcons just more worried about stabilizing around blue. We have red control for the pinches immediately once the numbers go our way. So it's going to lead to an early break. Both breaches to an important mark, and now Lunas is trying to hold down this side of the map for his team, but it's Exnid on the opposite side, lines up a double. Now you're running for your life if you're Lunas. Exnid cleans out house. Falcons are going to be able to take the lead again.
38 and 26 from Exnid. Unbelievable. Hardpoint over towards Motel, about to open. And these kills coming at the end of the first hill are actually really beneficial. Red. Celium able to clean up the pinch, but the spawns are split. You need to take benefit of this opportunity right now if you are Riyadh trying to pinch, but Vancouver are finding the wins inside the hard point, and they're going to take the lead and still stay into time.
Yeah, Gwyn's just finessing. Stalls enough time for his teammates to get back into the play, get your trophy system down, because you can still win it here at the P2. Celium, though, he's able to find the wall bang onto Lunars. You don't have a route being hit by the Falcons, so they're committing everything through the front.
That's going to work out, at least for now. Contested as TJ has the opportunity to trade, plus 5 damage onto another, leaving it just down to Exnid, and Lunars finds him from range. One more player for the Falcons is Celium, trying to keep the hard point neutral. Capsidal working on mid. Again, this is a rotation that has gone the way of Vancouver both times that we've been here, but the trades are coming through. We're going to get an even fight as TJ and Lunars are going to fight.
And they also get the player on the pinch as well, so that's all 4 dead. You know, all of Falcons are going to be spawning over towards green side. One wave of kills and the map 1 is ours.
Caps shut down though at mid. Here comes the flood for the Falcons. Nades also landing on top of Lunars. Gwyn, TJ trying to keep their lives, but they will drop. 245, 223. Falcons have numbers, and with the time on the clock here, Vancouver will still have to try to contest this.
Yeah, they're gonna hit long route, so Capsidal's gonna take his sweet time going through Delhi. While Gwyn finds an opening frag kill, it's gonna be on Capsidal to win this game with this pinch.
He's able to find Cell, but not before TJ drops over the top. One more still to find, and it's the pistol shots from Caps to close things out. Can anyone else get there? Pred shut down by Gwyn, and it's Vancouver with the map 1 win on Star. Great Surge as their bread and butter, and how about that? Opening first blood, you talked about the importance of it. Pred just dives on into kitchen to get the first.
Yeah, you already have mid-map control with the bomb down at A as well, so it's gonna be a very difficult chance for Surge to take care to potentially win this round, because you're already in a 1v3 and Gwyn makes it a 1v2.
Yeah, Pred wanted the ace. You could feel it. He was still weak from that last gunfight. Just dives out of money window, saying, let me get all 4.
You're figured out where their post plan is going to be. Just time is starting to dwindle on down. Gwyn, don't catch yourself in a one-on-one gunfight. Just keep on throwing your shoulders.
Nate is out. Cell trying to dance between both players, but the shots up top to Laundry are clean. Just not. Sometimes you just got to heat check it. Gwyn, a little absent on that shot. Caps, though, able to still get first blood. That's Pred, who was still trying to watch the pinch. We saw him in that position a lot when he played up against LA. So it looks like that scouting report has come to some success for Vancouver. Kismet, a little bit more different of a story though through mid. He's able to find 2 before being traded by Lunars. 2v2, here we go, 30 seconds.
Yeah, you have information on both players because Gwyn already found a kill on this round. So you know that he's mid-map, the other one is B-ball. So both players are going to put themselves in position for a one-on-one gunfight. Exnid should be able to strike first.
Cross there. Lunars, shouldered. No, possible position to be in. And then the extra shots down to Tiki.
Give defense, and they're taking mid-map again.
Yeah, very similar look. This time smoke comes through. Oh, late nade from Kismet also lands. Then a follow-up from Pred. And now you've got a full surround on ring. Shots already came through by Lunar, so you know where he's at. And this is just a rundown as Lunars is down to a bullet worth of health. Has an escape, but holds his ground here. And it's just a bait and switch opportunity that Exnid follows up on.
Try to retake through the backside of laundry. They know that they have the advantage on this side of the map, but the longer you wait, the better Pred's flank is going to be.
And he's sprinting his way back over through mid, so you can purely focus on laundry on this post plant if you're Riyadh. Cap's trying to stun the van. I don't believe that actually hits anyone here. So Exnid gets to 5. Crossfire setup is perfect, and Pred's flank eventually gets there. Another flawless round, and yeah, Riyadh is loving raid right now. I mean, they're uncoordinated, but they found something on this map. Cap stunned up at mid steps, looking for Kismet, who fish out of water is found quickly. So first blood comes through. Cell also seen at money window. And the extra damage from TJ is well appreciated here as Riyadh is a little bit stuck at kitchen now.
Yeah, that's so much info. I'm pretty sure TJ was able to spot all 3 players going in towards money. So
yeah,
Capsidal's not going to take any risks. Try to get the bomb down at B. Just wrap it back over towards A. And now you just don't want to give Falcons an opportunity for a one-on-one gunfight, but you cax Exnid 4v2.
Yeah, Cell. Now he's been seen, slides out. TJ should pop to find this pick, and he will. And the final could be troublesome. But Pred finds the pick. Can't quite get on towards the plant, but easy trades for Kismet.
Yeah, now it's a 1v2 for Capsidal. He knows that the bomb is going to be down over towards A because Gwyn just gave you that comm. But 35 seconds, eventually they have to commit forward, and he might have found the perfect timing.
Sure has. Smokes himself into the corner, keeping himself safe for now. Cell, no stranger towards playing in a 1v1. Has early damage onto Caps. It's going to commit to try to get the clock into his favor by planning. And the reset back. Closer towards Art. Caps with an SMG. Tough battle here. Sees Cell. It's mutual information though. And now the dance begins. Cell still playing far enough away to give himself a bit of an exit. Caps trying to look to go tree. 25 on the clock. Cap's gonna get some space away from Cell here. But the shot's landing for Cell, but he can't finish it. Oh. Problem is, you just don't expect Kismet to be in this position at mid. And he's out of there. Gets back over to Art. Good read here from Gwyn. He's got a wide open B site. Should know it, but Lunars is in trouble. Kismet, oh, shut down though. And Pred's like, I know what that spot looks like back there. Maybe he will want to take the 1v1 since he's usually the garage player on the other side of the bomb.
And instead of taking the one-on-one, I think a 2v1 is a little bit better. But you're just going to disregard Lunars in this position. Now it's all on Gwyn, who's just playing his life in towards the water. It needs to be drained. That's what Joe said the other day. I'm down for that.
I hear that. Pops his head though. Has Cell seen that? Sure seems that way. Pistol out.
Man.
Work. I know it. Trade is in though. Time's becoming an issue is the problem. And Lunars can just sit here and watch over the top of the bomb at 8 seconds. And there's the check. Pred's not on. Too dangerous to try to shell that out yourself though. So Pred will join the action behind smoke cover. A couple of the shots are through, but Riyadh are a little bit split focused right here. Cap's able to find the first blood. Cell's trying to follow up to at least get the trade in. Kismet's there with him. Problem is, Gwyn's also hit through pillars. So after everything is all said and done, we're at 2v2.
Yeah, and Salium is going to go for the CDL as well. He's not going to expect both players in the same spot, and now it's all lived up to Exnid. The bomb carrier, the flank watcher, has to try to clutch on up for the team, and timing might work out. Turn around!
Oh, he's going to get the plant off. Or will he? Oh, no. And this is going to give time now for this Vancouver duo.
What is happening?
I don't know. I could not tell you, but This Vancouver duo is closer than you might expect. Exnid fully set up, ready to go for the 1v2, but yeah, has been electively given away by Vancouver. Riyadh will happily take it, but the bomb's on a late rotate, and you know for a fact you got to keep your eyes not just on this laundry play, but you need to keep your eyes on mid pillars too, and Caps will get first blood on this hit and run the back.
That's fantastic, and TJ already knows there's more players behind here, so we don't even have to commit on the bomb plant. Let's use our gunny to bully our way out of this situation. Pred on the pinch is able to find one, but you have the numbers, you capitalize on the moment. 1v3.
So Pred, who was one away from the ace in round 1, now would have to 1v3. Nice shots on the first, has space to get away. Down to the 1v2. Reset is fully in play. Cap's gonna watch the initial point of contact. TJ just throwing shoulders in the staircase. And Caps' angle.
He puts himself in towards blue. Gonna be uncontested. If you are Falcons, you know that he's somewhat nearby, and Pred thankfully turns right at the right time. 4-3 dead. You have their spawn pushed out. Someone just needs to retrieve the EMP.
Problem is, Exnid gets caught. EMP is in hand, but the defense for Vancouver is set up. Keep your eye on Kismet, though. Nice route through top green. He's able to find the first that will change the focus of Vancouver, not just because of where Kismet's positioned, but the EMP's making its way through. Caps will drop in. The score will come through as Riyadh gets on the board first.
And now you got all of
Vancouver
Vancouver
total on the life. And of course, with that, Vancouver will have some controlled map positioning-wise over where the EMP is.
Now you're forcing Falcons to play off of the back foot. Very tight off of the spawn, but Exnid and Kismet combined for 3, so all that pressure is instantly out the window, and now you are on the attack as Exnid pushes out back green. Spawns for Surge all the way at Motel when quickly Falcons go up 2-0.
Yeah, Aron, get. One shot. I don't see that's Tableau, toss me. Cap. One bullet. One's on ball.
Behind you. Nice.
One shot. He can't come right. One shot from blue. One shot. Okay, top blue. One shot. Top blue. One top. Two top blue. Another one.
It looks like they're working on another offensive moment here late in the first half.
Yeah, Surge is just consistently trying to fight out of their spawn. Now another opportunity for Falcons to potentially get another score on their board, but your lead blocker loses the fight. You're also losing the engagements through mid-connector, so Pred has a lot more to handle here. The slaying department is able to only find one before falling, but MC stalling out time through the middle of the map.
Clock raising the urgency on this first half. Tough battle here between Cell and Gwyn. And Cell will just keep his life back away and make sure that the Falcons still have 4 players trying to fight into this first half overtime too. Gizbit will give you the opener. Trade though from Lunars. Nice gunfight win from Cell. Expects there to be one more player nearby. He's able to find the win, but Cap shuts down the EMP. So can anyone pick this thing up? It's Cell. How about it? He finds more, but the defense is able to stabilize, find the EMP carrier just before it gets over the finish line, and we'll go to the second half. In their name, in terms of the narrative of this map to this point, just because again, map control kills have led to time of possession. That will occur once again. Follow up with the pistol from Pred will give them the quick break off to score their third. And that's almost, maybe not nail and coffin, but definitely a presence and a gap in the scoreboard that would have led to Riyadh to kind of finesse whatever they wanted to do the rest of the way out. But Vancouver hold. But we need to see something offensively for the Surge if they want to have a chance.
Yeah, you can't always be playing off the defense in your spawn, because that just tells you Falcons are in firm control of this map. They can do whatever the hell they want, hit whatever else they want, because they're finding all the kills to go with it. But this is an opportunity where Surge can stop the bleeding. They have rotated it back over towards plane, hit a free route over towards A, and now you're only down by 1.
But that's a fast break score right there for Vancouver. Just taking advantage of the fact that Riyadh are trying to spawn trap us. We found a gap. And now all of a sudden it's a 1-point game with 3 minutes on the clock. Riyadh feeling the burn right back in though. They're gonna find their own counterattack to keep the gap at 2.
And now you still have players in there. The respawn, if you don't check the right angle, there's a player from Falcons already shooting you. This is not fun, man. You're down 3 now with Falcons getting an extra one added to the tally, and you've been able to slay your way out of your spawn, but for how long? Consistently, and now the same thing can be said in the second half, just doing it on a different color building. You have been yet to leave the spawn on the backside of blue, and every time you get a chance to, Falcons off the respawn, just make up for it in the slaying. They go 3 for 1, make it 3 for none. Score number 6 on the board.
Wow. Telling you, man, Falcons can score quickly. Cannot say enough. And I think for those that, you know, have been long-standing fans of the CDL, you watch what happened with the Falcons team last year at the beginning of the year. We were just sitting here like, what is happening? What are we doing? But the growth individual player from that moment to today is unbelievable. Truly unbelievable.
Hey, man, they set him up to have that kind of growth. Everything that the Falcons did in the offseason, personnel that they picked up, coaching staff that they hired, got world champions all around him. So he knows all he has to do is just listen to these guys, and he's going to be able to hit a different level that he probably didn't think he was capable of. But with only 30 seconds remaining in the game, if you don't score in the next 8, it's mathematically impossible. Falcons slay their way through an overload again and force map 4.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. I like that call. It's like, I hear you say that, and the first thing that comes to mind is like, it's iron sharpening iron. If you look at it from Riyadh, talking about the Exnid success that we've seen. So the kill presence that Riyadh have had continues to dominate. The time of possession number is going to be insane. A couple extra shots on the caps as well, but hard to track. Pred instead finds Lunars. And that will be an even exchange that eventually a nade will land on top of Exnid, giving Vancouver a bit of an edge here as they try to make their way in for some time on 1.
You're selling them. Your job is to just keep them off of this P1 time as long as you can from top window. Only 15 seconds remaining here. You're going to contest it for now. Still a battle about this mid-map control. Celium still alive on 4 in a row now. And now it's a race off the rotation. Falcons got it.
Yeah, I mean, for Vancouver, you kind of stabilized nicely after how convincing of a breakoff Riyadh had, but at no point were you able to really kind of re-control the middle of the map. So now you find yourself outside of P2, and things are getting worse as Pred will clear out the backside of the P3 window. So it's going to force you to have to hit from the front. Kismet, how many can you get before?
Use that going forward. It's just, this is an opportunity that Surge are desperately looking for. They're in the control of the map that they want to for the P2 to P3 chain. But Falcons contest for the final 15. They get the break, and now Surge on the back foot in their setup.
Yeah, they're going to play a little bit of a reactionary response here, will the Surge. Not a lot of eyes towards the push through panel side. This is all about bunkering up inside the hill and trying, just able to stay alive, and that will be the break for Riyadh.
You still have a chance though, because Surge have spawns all around the map. So they can set up these angles potentially for a quick break here, but Capsidal again trying to hold it down single-handedly. Teammates now jumping through the top window, but Capsidal needs to give him something extra. He can only take down 1. Lunas finds 2, but numbers still in favor of Falcons. They hold.
Yeah, TJ just would have to do this himself, and he gets a lot of the first. Vancouver spawning pretty comfortably at mid-map, has them looking to just break back in for the back 15 seconds, and they will win every single gunfight around the window too. So now the Falcons are a bit trapped behind this hill. Pinch from Gwyn, perfectly timed, but shut down, only finding 1. And now there's a chance for Riyadh to push out, and they will have TJ spawning ult.
Players are dropping around the middle of the map, and no one's hard blocking. Falcons just bombard their way, flip the spawns for another first attempt at a break. Surge got to be way better in their setup, Sal, because that's way too easy.
Agreed. Pred now starting to build himself a streak. He's on 4 in a row. The one responsible for panel side with 30 to fight. He hasn't seen anything, so we'll get the extra gun up to the front doors. Here comes the break attempt. Contest is already in. Exit looking for timing on the pinch, not going to find it. Kismet inside the hill, though. He's going to take down 3. 1 more on the side door, the 1v1 with him, and Celium and Capsidal wins another 1v1 versus Cell, this time in the overload here. As Riyadh will still spawn close, but Vancouver, this is decent time here to try to contest.
Yeah, at least 10 seconds, not giving him a full 60. You would gladly take that, but Falcons now have more. Break here at the P5. The Hellstorm's able to connect onto 2. You're going to try to isolate onto Gwyn. All he needs to do is stall time, but he gets caught. Break is good.
Yep. But middle of the map, wide open right now for Vancouver. That will be their launching point for their next break attempt. Already in is Caps. He's already found 1. Nice finesse. Kismet can only do so much, and there you go. Yeah, I mean, the Hellstorm allows you a chance to get back in if you're Riyadh, but for Vancouver, you get middle map for free, and you turn that into a 4-man wipe, you're back in the hill.
Yeah, you've been able to manage that, so fantastic plays from the Surge. Still, Falcons have set themselves up to blow this game wide open, but everyone else is having a good time besides Exnid. 4 and 16. That's not the stat you were looking for, but at least you still got the lead up by 40.
Largely thanks to what Kismet's doing at 19-9 with over a minute and 15 in the hill. Trade still looking decent. Pinstripe kill feed allows Riyadh to come away the victors in the numbers, but Lunar's still able to fight things back at top window. Vancouver's trying to break from the front though with 30 seconds to fight, and now we did this next wave to start to develop if you're Vancouver.
I swear, the spawns on P1 exposure is still very difficult for me to understand. Like, we're spawning over towards ring, they get parallels right alongside each other at the P4, and both players who were single-handedly trying to locate where they were in the middle of the map are just turning left and right. Couldn't really get a grasp on it, but there's only 10 seconds remaining for this mid HP. Rotation is in the back of the minds for the Surge players as you already have Gwyn in a position.
Here's that other Hellstorm from Kismet. Like, only take down Gwyn. Caps playing back to the stairs. Not able to get anything before Pred shuts him down. And wow, these are really bad timings for Vancouver, getting staggered now off their respawns.
Yeah, this might be the game right here if Surge don't get a break at the P2, or at least potentially flip the spawns for P3, because there's so much space being taken on the side of the Falcons that you can't even breathe again off of the respawn. And with 30 seconds left, you can't hit routes. The leader's advantage is one hell of a thing for the Falcons, because you're just forced to bombard your way through the front door, and that's what creates all these dirty pinches from every player on the side of the Falcons.
Well, Pred, a little trouble taking down the players' topside panels, but now Cell, who's got another Hellstorm on 5 in a row. Earned it here last time, is able to clean up the low health pools. And I think you may be right, Jay. 100-point game. Have had nothing but spawn, die, spawn, die, spawn, die. Not an opportunity to get any 4-man hits going whatsoever.
Yeah, I think the only way you take down Falcons is Hardpoint is by not allowing MC to be the guy slaying on the Hardpoint, because every single time he's on the HP, he's going on streak after streak. He's always been one of the hardest players to take down. But now he's making his life way more impactful. 2 minutes in the hill, double positive, 2 Hellstorms on the map. You can't win it at the P3, but you can get pretty damn close. Jesus Lord. Oh my.
Bro, I'm telling you, there's just these moments of flashes from Cell. It's just like, it peels your eyes back. 27 and 10. Exnid has brought his game back to 14 and 19, but it's been the Bulldog, it's been Cell. Falcons, they are in a very comfortable position to close this map out.
Oh yeah, this is over with. Yeah, only need another 5 seconds. Surge's gonna give it one last hoorah push through the side door. Finally, we're able to get a trade on the Celium, but Kismet and the rest of the crew is still gonna get those back spawns. That is going to be a GG 100-point club. Welcome, Vancouver Surge. But Falcons have fought back, and now we're going
just playing outside the staircase.
Man, that should tell you, like, whenever we decide to commit on A, they're not gonna have a lot of attacks to try to take us down. But TJ might get bad timing. Thankfully, he's able to take one before falling 3v3.
Yeah, and Caps can hold this position for a little while longer at P1, but he's also your bomb carrier. Wow, the decision to go over to B without much info. Exnid just playing for counterintelligence here, gets the read, and Caps is going to have to commit and to get to this bomb planted. And as Exnid drops, there will be enough space to do just that.
Yeah, Exnid has to back away and get his and use his life to his advantage. But when you gift them a free kill, now you put both of your teammates who are still alive in a very difficult situation.
And a flawless round for Vancouver. In a lot of ways, now turns into them defensively. Oh, Gwyn falls off the map.
Are you serious? Nah,
yeah, I guess so.
We can't be doing that at this point.
Like, can't be doing that. I was just saying the same thing.
Now it's a 3v3 though, because TJ makes up for it. 40 seconds still to go. Kismet staying really close towards the site, where Vancouver just making sure their pinch is clear before they work the bomb site.
Yeah, I love that from Kismet. Good info read from Pred, better shots, and then Celium. So it's just the 2-man play towards A, which means Pred's position could really work out here. A little bit of focus pulled by Cell. Caps predicts, and Lunars keeps Caps safe from Celium's line of sight, but through the middle of the map, Riyadh will get us to a 2v2, but the plant will be in for Vancouver.
Look how fast Falcons are on this pinch. Kismet and Exnid, you're not going to expect them to be behind you, but you might have caught the greatest timing possible. Capsidal jumps up, gets the first, the bait and switch, good for the second.
Are you a little surprised that Riyadh doesn't go the long way through P4 there on that retake?
No, I'm not. I would have loved to see. I love the aggressive play to just instantly bin in it. They just were expecting them to either push through P2 and not have back up through P1.
That's fair. Nade's going to tell the tale here early in round 4 as Kismet will drop. Lunar staying safe with the trophy system and support, and Vancouver look like they want to try to contest this site very quickly and very heavily. Here comes the push out. Lunar's good damage in for the first. Caps finds himself too. Exnid can only find a small trade. Yeah, really nice moment there from Surge. You know you've got Riyadh tagged by nades. Everyone stacks. You hit the just going to kind of play opposite sides of the same wall.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. It was slow and steady. Figure out what their setup is looking like and then break them down. A little bit of difference in this round is that you already have a lot of pressure over towards Statue, so you find that first blood. Exnid gets the worst Call of Duty timing there on the TJ. 4v2, 4v1.
Yeah, nice shot from Gwyn. That's just the worst possible situation. You could not drop there if you're Pred.
Oh, man.
So Vancouver take a quick one in response. And that's got, I think, head scratching. TJ and Caps are. Oh, it's another first blood. TJ able to find it, plus possibly more. Pred in trouble. Able to sneak away, keep his life, at least for now. Stun will keep him at low health, though. And Riyadh will try to back off and just set this up as a 3-man hit.
Dude, you're trapped, though, man. Gotta make the right decision on your exit, and unfortunately you choose wrong there if you're Pred. Because Gwyn is watching that angle. 4v2, Salium falls, wow, Kismet drops like a domino.
Vancouver, who are looking like they're going to try to maybe catch an early aggression defensively from Riyadh here at the B side of the map.
Yeah, this is what has been working for you guys. Even though Salium this time finding the first blood, you're not able to take down Kismet to even up the numbers. So still in a man disadvantage, but thankfully it's Gwyn and TJ still alive. Both on 4 in a row. TJ gathers some information onto Exnid, but every single player from Falcons needs to be roaming together.
Yeah, and they are. Last opportunity here for Gwyn. He's able to do quick snubs, and now it's just down to Exnid, who should get the freebie from behind, and he will, but wow. And making sure that P2 is contested, but the same can be said here for Vancouver, who have a very equivalent defense behind this bomb site, but the bomb will be planted today.
See Gwyn just edging out with that sniper. Capsidal flies on him for the first blood. 3v3, 3v2, 2v2.
But Pred changes the tides. Now it's just down to 1. Oh, but Gwyn wins it with the pistol to the 1v1. 30 seconds on the clock with the bomb planted. And Pred can just watch over the top. He sees Gwyn at range. Double checks. You need to be careful about peeking this for too long, because one snipe from Gwyn could win the round. Pred, 14 seconds on the clock. Gwyn pops up, and Gwyn finds the win versus Pred.
Opportunity to tell us, how has your team evolved in Search and Destroy? Today, you looked in charge.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like my team right now is like, they're really good search players individually. I just feel like they just need someone like who knows what they want to do at certain points. So that's what they really emphasized on me specifically, to like start calling like shots, make round adjustments and all that stuff.
That is awesome to hear.
Yeah, you know, Cap, when you first came in, I was expecting you to kind of have the green light, play a little bit free. It looked like you started to play a little bit within structure. In this one, you were free, especially in those S&Ds. Was that a discussion you had? Like, yeah, let's take the reins off, let me kind of command the troops, as you just touched on?
Not really. I mean, if I'm being completely honest, bro, like the last couple of matches, I was trying to use a new controller and I was throwing up the bullshit. So, like, I mean, like,
happens.
I mean, like, so it's hard for me like to shot call if I'm just, you know, I can't get a fucking kill. So
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So like, I just went back to my old stuff, and you know, we just won.
He's got the right tool for the job. All
Fair
right.
enough, you're back.
Cap, you got all the kills that map number 2. Arguably, that would be the most important map in this series for me. So I want to ask you, after that Hellstore round, when you guys just started flying with momentum, what was the change? Was it your play calling? Was it just the momentum? What was it in that map number 2 that able to get you guys the win?
I feel as we just caught them lacking, to be honest. I felt like they were doing the same play over and over again, and we just adjusted.
Nice.
Capsidal, final question. You have been in the league, down to challengers, and now back in the league. At DreamHack, it's one of the coolest events because we have challengers, we have the CDL, and we also have some Warzone action. If there's some people going over to the challengers action to check it out, are there players that we think you should keep eyes on? Who do you think we should call out?
You guys gotta watch the bush, baby.
Absolutely.
Keep your eyes on the unshaven. Capsidal, any words for your fans before you go?
Appreciate all the support, especially during this last couple of weeks. I know I've been personally playing bad, but you know, whatever support I get, it fuels me for the next match.
Hey man, congratulations. You're locked in for Birmingham. We'll see you next weekend.
I appreciate you guys. See ya.
Capsidal is done, but his plays keep rolling on. It's our scuff play of the game. Allie, walk me through some of these Surge performances.
He was just flowing. And I mean, clearly watching the guy coming out of water here. I mean, 5 first